One of the things I really frequently see people make the mistake of doing is that they will speak with a prosecutor or an officer about a case, and they really won't have any developed leverage in the case. They won't have done an investigation. They won't really know anything about their client's background or what their client has done proactively that would create any reason or any incentive for the prosecutor or an officer to be agreeable to negotiate the case for anything except for a DUI plea. If you're approaching an officer or approaching a prosecutor about a case, you need to know that either you've got some leverage to work with or you don't, and you're just going to keep your mouth shut. But if you're in a position where you're just showing up, for example, at a first appearance on a DUI, the last thing that you need to be doing there at that point in time is soliciting an offer from a prosecutor. What you've done whenever you solicit an offer, whenever you have no rebuttal, no response whatsoever to an objection as to why it is that your case should be reduced or dismissed, you've allowed the prosecutor to give you, first, an almost certain DUI plea recommendation. But second, you've also anchored that person. That means that they formed an opinion, and once you've got a formed an opinion in anyone's mind about almost anything, you need to know that that person is going to become very difficult to move off of that position. What you should consider in that situation is doing something that is probably pretty obvious to most of us, which is just say to the prosecutor, look, I don't have access to the video. I don't have access to the incident report. I don't really know much about this case right now. Instead of you forming an opinion about what it is that you're going to do about that, Mr. or Mrs. Prosecutor, right now, what I'd like for you to do is just wait just a little bit. Let me have an opportunity to look at the case, to look at discovery, and then you and I can have a conversation about it. But right now, my concern is that if you go ahead and get an offer, a plea recommendation on the case, and I don't know anything about it, I can't really talk to you about it. So let them know, hey, my concern is that you'll form an opinion that might not be what it is that you should actually do in the case, and that's because we only know one side of the story right now, because you haven't done any sort of investigation. So try your best to avoid having a prosecutor form an opinion about a case until you actually have the video, until you have an incident report, until you know what it is that's actually going on. I think it will help a lot in the results that you're ultimately able to obtain if you'll just have or ask prosecutors to be patient in their evaluation of it. If you have any questions about your cases, just want to talk strategically about things that you should or shouldn't be doing in your cases, feel free to call me. My name is Ben Sessions. My phone number is 470-225-7710. Again, 470-225-7710. Thank you.